Hi everyone, welcome back to Mars Tarot and Oracle channel. I don't know why I put off making this video, but I have for whatever reason, and I'm finally getting around to it now. I'm on my lunch break, so I thought I would make a quick video and yeah. So I received this deck about 2 weeks ago, and it was one of the many pre-orders sent out, and it is of the Victorian Romantic 3rd edition. Now, this was a deck in particular that I was super excited about for the longest time. Like, I always wanted to get my hands on it. It was out of print. Pretty bummed out about that. And then I found out that they were reissuing the deck in a 3rd edition, and I got really excited. And so I jumped on that bandwagon because I missed the first couple. And this was back in November, I believe. I pre-ordered it. So finally, April came around I think it was the very last week in April. I finally received my deck. I actually got in touch with Baba Studios, and I asked, when in spring were they expecting to be sent out? So they were pretty accurate with their timing. So anyway, I received this deck, and I wish I was more excited. I hate it when, maybe it's because I hyped it up so much, but I don't know. I mean, I finally owned it, but it wasn't really the 2nd edition. So the 2nd edition I found very used, not in the greatest condition from the pictures that I saw, but I don't really know because I don't have it yet. And so only when I have it in person can I, inspect and see for myself. But it is next to impossible to find. It is beautiful, and that is the one that I always wished I had bought at the time of its print run, rather. And I just the color of the backs and the gold gilded edges and just all the cards just really appeal to me. I find that romantic era very appealing. Artwork, paintings, that kind of thing, very appealing, very much my art style and what I seem to be drawn to. And so when I saw the 3rd edition, I thought, oh, this is going to be great. And I was disappointed, and it's bothering me. But I did get my hands, like I just said, on the 2nd edition, and I'm excited to receive that. It's actually going to be a birthday gift, as my birthday is fast approaching in a couple weeks. And I also bought the Russian edition, and I was able to get that brand new. So that should be arriving any day now, this week or next. I'm very excited about that because each issue has their own special edition cards that are true to that particular edition. So the 1st edition, it's very pricey. And I think, honestly, with getting the Russian edition, which is very close to the 1st edition, and the 2nd edition that I was finally able to get my hands on for a very reasonable price, being that it was quite, the box was a little bit damaged and a couple of the cards, but I mean, it looked pretty decent enough anyway. So I figured with those two coming, and then now finally having my hands on the 3rd edition, that I'm just, the 1st edition, And to get the 2nd edition brand new, it was like over $2-3 grand, which is insane. I mean, I don't have that kind of money, certainly not for a tarot deck, but that's just insane. I mean, because you can only find like 1 or 2 brand new out there, whether it was eBay or Amazon or wherever it was. I did a lot of hunting around, and so when I finally found the 2nd edition, I believe US it basically came to 100 Canadian, maybe 120 with shipping and everything, which is very reasonable, certainly for an out-of-print deck, in such high demand as the Baba Studios Victorian Romantic 2nd edition is. So I'm excited, and just to have a copy of that one, because there were just certain cards that were so beautiful, and just the way it was put together and everything was it just seemed like my perfect tarot deck, even though there really isn't such a thing. You'll always find, little things, like if you're nitpicky like me, where there's no such thing as the perfect tarot deck. I mean, there's the decks that are pretty close, but anyway, I'm rambling. I was just going to make a video on this deck and I start talking about, I don't know. So I love the box. I love the gold foil. I love the teal. There was a bunch of winters ago where I just like I was obsessed with teal and bought everything in teal, but everything was like a different style. And everyone was like, listen, Tamara, I love you, but you've got to stop wearing teal. And they ended up hating that color because I wore it to death. I don't know. Now, purple's my color. As you can see, my purple lips and my purple eye pencil. Yeah, and it's really nice. It's like a nice summer's day today. So I just thought, why not be bright and purple? So yes, the box is really nice, really sturdy, opens up like a book, much the same as the Bohemian Gothic. The backs of the cards disappointed me. They're pretty, but I loved the second edition, the card backs to those. I just did. I thought they were perfect, and I was disappointed when I saw that they had changed them. It doesn't bother me that there's a little VR. I don't know if you can tell. You know, so it's reversed. Someone's facing upright and upside down. Depending on how you flip it, you can read reversals if you do that. But I mean, there's no copyright or anything, which is great about their products. I love that. So we'll take the deck out. So this is the inside of the box. And I'll just show you quickly all around the box. That's so pretty. Look at the gold foil. I don't know what I just showed you. I don't know. Probably showing you that again. Anyway, in the back. Not sure how focused that is. So basically, these lavishly illustrated cards capture the romance of the Victorian era. Based on antique engravings, many of which are now rare, this deck offers an evocative period atmosphere and rich opportunities for storytelling. So then it just goes on to tell you what's inside. 78 fully illustrated cards plus one extra. Metallic gold stamping, very pretty the way they've done that. Based on the Rider-Waite system, standard tarot system, includes clear instruction booklet with keywords. Okay, so from the creators of the Baroque Bohemian Cats Tarot, the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, the Alice Tarot, and other well-loved decks. So this came out 2018. And there's their little seal of approval, their little sticker that tells you in its authentic product. Okay. So the little white book is, you know, pretty standard. I know you can get the what do you call it? Revised third edition, like the big. I didn't think it was super necessary. I might still order it. I know it tells a lot about the art chosen and some of the history and decisions and choosing certain pieces and the difference, I think, between the second and third edition or the different editions. So I think I might still get it, but I have not yet. So it just shows you that's the extra card, the lover's card. It's very nice. And the introduction and just a little bit about how to use the tarot. And hold on a second. Then there's a spread in here, a few spreads, 2 Victorian romantic spreads, the romance or relationship spread, the looking back, looking forward spread. So I have not used those yet. Ooh, another spread here too, or is that part of the one before? Anyway, and then it just goes into all the cards. Okay, so just, you know, some keywords, very, very much like the Bohemian Gothic Tarot. That's the only other deck of theirs I have, aside from the flower, Victorian Flower Oracle, which is very pretty. J.G. Granville, I love his illustrations. So yeah, it just goes on about each card. And all of the royals, or the, you know, page, knight, queen, and king are all at the back. They're all together. And so there are 31 pages in this little white book. So first card is very pretty. Oh, and another thing, and this is just probably so silly, but the box didn't really go with the box. I would have rather they matched. Like the second edition matched beautifully. The backs of the cards appear to look like the same design and all that from as on, I can't speak, as on the box. So yeah, just, not like a huge thing, but I just noticed. So the cardstock is, it just feels really delicate. Like I don't want to use it. And I don't know what the second or first or Russian edition feel like yet. I will soon enough, but it's almost like, gosh, these are not meant to be used because they're so pretty and I want to preserve them. And to be honest, like I can't afford to just buy like tons of the same copy. Like I'm really happy to have my hands on this edition. And I mean, I wouldn't use this for others really. I would more myself and maybe close like loved ones and that. Like I would make sure I look after it and take care of it. But yeah, it's thin. It's different to the Bohemian Gothic. I actually prefer the Bohemian Gothic cardstock personally. I think that one has a more waxy-ish finish. This one is more papery, I guess. Like it's still very nice. I mean, it feels very luxurious. Baba Studios, they're known for their nice cardstock. So just something I noticed. Look at that metallic underlay. Oh my gosh, so pretty. The moon card's gorgeous. I mean, it's just, I think anyone who loves this deck can agree that this is probably one of their favorite cards in the deck. I'll just show a few cards quickly. The Eight of Swords. I can't believe what they've done to her. They've changed her so much. She's still great, but I loved her as more of a brunette with her brown eyes. And I don't know, when I think of the Victorian era, I just think of them as more demure and more like just that type of look. Me personally, that's just and when I saw the old editions, I just loved her. She was actually my favorite card. And I love the Eight of Swords. It's a card that, one of the few cards that I would say speaks very true to me. And I mean, I guess, my mom's like, maybe they brightened her hair so much so it looked like it stood out from the back, like the boat, the boat's dark behind her, the ship. But I don't know, they just did something to her face and it looks different in person as it does in camera. I don't know, it doesn't bother me as much as it did when I first saw it, but I guess I was just disappointed. Like I'd seen this prior to receiving it. I saw somebody's walkthrough and I was really disappointed because I was hoping that it would be the same. And I guess, they've got to make changes from one edition to the next. I just don't know why they made this one in particular. Maybe if I bought the book, it would say. But yeah, she's one of my favorites. And the High Priestess, they also did something too. It's like they plumped up her lips or they made her look a little more glamorous. And I don't really see her as that. Like I just loved the second edition one. I thought she was perfect. And it's just little things like that, the little things that make you fall in love with the deck, and then they change it, and it's just not the same. And I also know that for the third edition, they've smoothed out a lot of the lines. There's a lot less texture and line work in that, and I'm really curious to see it in person and compare myself and see, which one I do prefer. Anyway, that's the Six of Pentacles. I know it's different in the Russian edition. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cold still. I don't even know, maybe it's allergies. I don't really like the Fool, I never have. Like the circus theme isn't my thing. So there's certainly cards that are of that theme that I could do without. But I mean, they're all very well done, without a doubt. This one's very clay looking, like what I think they're known for in a lot of their art. Not my favorite, but it's still very, very nice the way they put it together. The Two of Swords. Five of Cups. Now, I know this one's more true to the traditional Rider-Waite, but I love the Five of Cups in the original and the Russian version. I think she's in a meadow, and I don't know, she just appeals to me much more than this one. I mean, this one's good, and it certainly, embodies what the Five of Cups represents, but I still prefer the other one, so I'm really excited to get that deck, the Russian version, and see. The Three of Swords. I hope you can see a little bit of that metallic overlay. I think I said underlay earlier. I love the animals in it. The Knight of Cups, the player. There we go. All the lovely ladies. Look at his suit of armor. I remember there was a gold edition many years ago, and that was like $450. I mean, oh my God. It's insane. But if you're a collector, I mean, I wish they her. If they're going to change anything, instead of the Eight of Swords, which I absolutely loved, do something about her hair. I'm not one to talk. My hair looks like awful today. But seriously, like, come on. Not my favorite Queen of Pentacles. And I love the Queen of Pentacles. And if you've seen any of my other videos, the Queen of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards. It just is. The Knight of Pentacles. I like the knights in this deck. Very romantic. The Eight of Wands. This is a favorite among many. I don't know if you can really see any of the metallic. Here, I might be able to. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you can see his fortune. His luck is about to change. I really like this this King of Cups. I actually prefer him to the older version. I don't know if he's still the same as the King of Cups in the second edition, but certainly from the first and Russian edition. I like him a lot. It's really cool. Let me just. I love her. I like her better than the original Nine of Swords. I really like her a lot. Just certain imagery really, yeah, really does it for me. I like this Queen of Swords. I'm not sure I'm into the one with the turban, in the original, but yeah, I like her. I love this Ace of Swords. I love that it's very people-centered. I know some people are bothered by that. They don't like people on their aces, but I really do. I think she's gorgeous. Very pretty. Oh, I love the horses. I love the way the animals are depicted. Yeah. That was, sorry, King of Pentacles. I'm not sure if I just said that or not. The Sun, oh, I love Justice. I love Justice. So, I mean, there is a little bit of nudity. I love nudity if it's tastefully done. I think it really adds to it, adds to the appeal. So it doesn't bother me or anything. Oh, come on. This is, I think, a favorite among many. The Star. She looks like Drew Barrymore, and I think I saw that in somebody else's video, and she said it, and I'm like, oh my God, yes. I always thought she looked like Drew Barrymore, who's, if I had a big sister, Drew Barrymore is like top of the list. I just think she's so cool. Yeah, so that's a little glimpse at the, third edition of the Victorian Romantic. I wish I was more excited. It's bothering me, but maybe when I get my hands on the Russian edition and second edition, I can appreciate certain things a little bit more. Sometimes if it's not broke, don't fix it. Like if something looks good, I would leave it well enough alone. But me, oh my gosh, this is probably my favorite Knight of Swords ever. I love that. Oh, I love that. It's like heroic and it's so sensual and oh, I love it. There you go. I like the Six of Cups. I actually prefer it to the original one. I really like that. I like this Two of Wands. She reminds me of Helen of Troy. I don't know any of the stories behind any of the art, so maybe she is. Maybe I will buy the book. A birthday gift to myself. This is the new Devil card. Yeah, it's nice. I know me, and if when I really love something, it just tugs at my heartstrings. So I mean, yeah, I don't really feel that way towards. This one's really cool with the metallic. It's almost the entire card. Yeah, different take on Seven of Cups. Interesting. Is he fishing for more choices? Oh, there's the new Lover's card, the extra card. Oh no, sorry, the Devil must have been the extra card. No, this one. Oh gosh, I don't know. No, the Devil and the Lover's not the same card. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, of course, the Beatrice, Dante, and Beatrice, or Beatrice and Dante. That's the original Lover's card, and so this one's the extra card. I like this Five of Pentacles. I find that Five of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards in a tarot deck. I think it's just a very realistic card. Not that like all the cards aren't in their own way, but I just find that sort of loss of faith and worry and anxiety and maybe a decline in health, or I don't know. I just find it very interesting. Yeah, I like the Seven of Pentacles actually a lot more than the original. See, it can have it all. I like the Queen of Wands. Very theatrical. Oh, and there's the original Devil. Kind of hard to see, but you have to see them in person. Like, I don't think seeing it on camera does it any justice, to be honest. I prefer this Temperance to the original one. I think the original one for me just looked a little bit too Christian-y, and I don't know. I just think this one looks more neutral. The Three of Cups. It's a good time. Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, this video is now over 20 minutes. Oh gosh, the Ten of Swords, my favorite Ten of Swords. Look at that. Beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And then the original Lovers. They brightened her hair and made her eyes blue, and it's gorgeous what they've done, but I also love the original. Very pretty. Oh, the Ace of Cups. It's awkward. Here we go. So guys, that's just a glimpse at the Victorian Romantic 3rd edition. I'm excited to get my hands on the Russian edition and the 2nd edition, and hoping that it's in better shape than I expect. The box, I don't know, it might be too damaged, it might bother me too much, and I might just end up putting it in a bag. But otherwise, yeah, I'll be happy to have it. And it was hard to find, so I'm really happy that I came across that. So thank you so much for watching Tamara's Tarot and Oracle channel, and I hope you liked it. And I know there's other videos now up on this, like as a full walkthrough and everything, so I just thought I'd add my 2 cents. And yeah, I'll see everybody really soon. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.